Hi Capricorn, welcome to your September general reading. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Capricorn. This is a general reading, so please keep that in mind. To only take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't for someone who really needs to hear this message. So Capricorn, I'm going to ask Spirit about the messages that I need to tell you for the month of September, what you need to be aware of, look out for, anything that may be on your mind that you've been wondering about that could end up in September for you. I just want you to be fully prepared. And this can impact any aspect of your life, love and romance, career and finances, spiritual evolution. But whatever Spirit would like to talk about shall be said. And if you just want to take this as the messages you need to hear right now at this moment, you are more than welcome to do so. So let's go ahead and get this reading started. I'm first going to use my sound bowl here to clear set the energy and do a mini meditation with you guys. But if you just want to jump right on into the card pull to see what the cards have to say, check out the pinned comment below with all the timestamps. For those of you here with me now, thank you so much for joining me. It really does help me connect to your energy by doing this. So I'm going to ask everyone to take a deep breath in. I'm going to ring the sound bowl 3 times, and during that time, I just want you to open up your energy to connect with the vibration I'm putting out there, to ask the questions you may have in regards to September, and we'll see what Spirit has to say through the cards. So let's go ahead and take that deep breath in. And tune into the energy of Capricorn. This is a message from someone who's passed over. For a few of you that were connected to this, I just heard pancakes, and then I saw like a family sitting down having morning breakfast, and there was kids, and just I feel it was like a tradition when you stayed at this person's house to have pancakes, or that they made pancakes for you. If that's your message, this being from the other side wants to come through to let you know that they still watch over you, that they still love you, that they still care about you. They, I don't know, remember the times when you bonded the most when you were a child. And that pancake scene just really touched my heart, honestly. And maybe for others of you, if it's not so specific like that, it's, I don't know, a confirmation if you've had pancakes recently or made someone breakfast recently. It just felt really like at home. It felt safe. And maybe that's just a metaphor from Spirit about September for you guys. Just spending times with the ones you love and seeing those in your team that are really there for you and who have always supported you and will always have your back may be something that's coming forward in the month of September for you guys, especially if you've just recently gone through breakups, shakeups. I think those people are coming forward in September to be your support. But that's just a small message for a few of you out there. Let's go ahead and see what the cards have to say for you guys for the month of September. So, Spirit, tell me about September for Capricorn. What are the themes in September for my Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? Ooh, goodness. Okay, 1 second, Capricorn. One flew out. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that, Capricorn. You got 2 cards, and the first card that flew out is Fehu. And it says that possessions won or earned income, luck, abundance, financial strength in the present or near future. Love to see that for you guys. And then we have Isa. And it says a challenge or frustration, psychological blocks to thought or activity, including grievances. Ooh, this is so interesting. And Isa, is also a rune about like pause, and it's like, translated to ice almost. So I kind of feel as if some of you guys for a while have been kind of wondering where your structure is going to be. Like maybe things have been unpredictable or have been a little bit unpredicted for you guys these last few months. And I feel as if there's a lot that you guys have felt stuck in, just wondering when there's going to be some sort of breakthrough, especially for a lot of you financially. And I do feel like I saw like a caterpillar almost reading that, kind of inching its way and wondering when it was going to become the butterfly. I do feel like I really want to tell you guys, like, your efforts are meaning something here. Like, every step you take, every inch you kind of have forward is leading to, you know, you guys knowing yourselves more and learning the lessons you've had, and kind of understanding that life is all about going through certain struggles but making it out on top. And with Fehu, I think this is where it's going to kind of break that ice or that stuck situation some of you have felt. And you will be getting that earned income. And with that combination of reading it, I have a message for a very few amount of you, but it's something about an inheritance, something about a trust fund, or maybe some sort of battles over money with a family that I feel is going to be resolved. And maybe that family energy is what came in the mini meditation for you guys, especially if you're battling family members for income, certain financial struggles, like that energy that wanted to come through for you in the mini meditation wants to know that they know you're in the right with whatever this battle is, and that they are watching over the situation, and they kind of are sad about the family situation going on, and they wish you guys could all come together again. But I think beyond, it's understandable if there's certain things that have been butting heads for some time. But I do want you to know that that energy is very much on your side of this if you are going through some family financial situation, okay? Let's go ahead and pull some more cards though and get deeper into this. Tell me more. Tell me more about this energy for Capricorn in September. Okay. Procrastination with number 1. So I believe Virgo also got this card. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but I do believe it was Virgo. But anyways, if you have strong Virgo in your chart, I suggest checking out the Virgo reading to see if there's messages for you there. Yeah, I do feel this is your frustration of the timing of this, or like what has been taking so long. I don't feel, Capricorn, as much as you've been procrastinating, as much as you've been frustrated with others' procrastination or the timing of certain things. Like, maybe you have been waiting for a debt to be paid. You've been waiting for someone to take action. You've been waiting for, you know, something to kind of occur because you've done all that you could and you're tired and you're exhausted. And it's just kind of like, I feel yourself like asking, when will this happen? Like, I don't get it. I feel like I've been doing everything. And as I said with Virgo, I believe like there are things that are working out in behind the scenes that have nothing to do with you or what you are in control of. And I know that's frustrating. I know divine timing is something that a lot of people struggle with, but I gotta say, like, this person, if there's another person that is procrastinating, they're doing it on purpose. So maybe, Capricorn, there is some sort of push that you need to finally do. And if you felt like, damn, Mermaid, I've done enough, like I've hit them up, they still won't do anything, maybe you need to take it to like some sort of outside influence to help you with that. But I do feel like this is something you've been waiting on for a long time. And maybe for some of you where it's career and finances, it's something of like some sort of promotion, some sort of, you know, recognition that you feel has been a lack of. And even some of you, there's a coworker that you're frustrated by because they could be lazy and they could be, you know, slacking in a lot of ways. And for some reason, they still get kind of they haven't gotten in trouble or they don't get any retribution. And that's been kind of frustrating for you to see as a hardworking Capricorn. But I do think things are going to finally come out of this, Capricorn, but I see that it's been frustrating for you. I feel it even with your energy. Let's go ahead and get into the tarot and see 3 specific incidences that will happen for Capricorn in the month of September. 3 specific incidences for Capricorn. 3 themes for my Capricorns. Okay, first one, we have the 6 of Springs. See, yeah, it says wonderful news is on its way. Smart choices that bring rewards, success, and public recognition. See, I do feel you guys at some point of the month are going to have this recognition that you've been wanting, or some sort of victory with the Six of Spring. This is Leo energy. Tell me more. Tell me another incident that's going to happen for Capricorn. Yeah, Temperance, okay. Sagittarius energy and Libra energy for me as a reader. It says, take everyone's input into consideration, merge viewpoints to create a better solution. Take your time, there's no need to rush. Interesting. So maybe Capricorn, even though if you're in the middle of some sort of dispute, whether that is with friends or family members or work, like you may be the only one that is still friends with everyone or sees everyone's side, and you may be called to be some sort of mediator here. And maybe even if some of you guys were put in place of splitting the assets for a few of you, you will be asked to kind of really consider and take everyone's input to split it. But again, we'll clarify the Temperance to get a little bit more specific here. But I do see your angels, your spirit guides and ancestors know that you're doing the best you can, and know that you have good intention behind your actions. And that is putting a lot in your favor in the universe. Even if it hasn't seemed that way for the last few months, I promise it is, Capricorn. Okay, then we have the Prince of Autumn. And this is someone that's dependable, protective, chivalrous, and humorous. Cautious but wise action, meticulous attention to detail, kindness to others. And then bottom of the deck, we have the King of Winter. Okay, knowledgeable, experienced, fair-minded, and unemotional. Get advice from someone professional and objective. Public speaking, unemotional relationships. Okay, so Aquarius energy. So if you may be asked to be kind of like coming in as the King of Swords, where if there's something where you need to take action on, or you need to like kind of look through or to really analyze about what to do next in a situation you felt stuck in. Spirit is saying, you know, Capricorn, as hard as it may be and as attached emotionally as you may be to certain people, situations, this is something that you may be asked to honestly take a look over through, look at every aspect of the situation, of this relationship, and do what is right despite what is easiest to do. You're the only one with the mentality within this situation that can do that. And I kind of feel if this is someone else, Capricorn, this could be like a lawyer, this could be a friend who has some sort of knowledge of what you're going through, whether they've majored in it or whatever, that like you should ask their opinion on, because there's a lot of procrastination, a lot of delays in this that aren't adding up. And I do feel with whoever's doing that is doing it so they can throw everyone off. So I do feel like you may need to be called upon to ask someone for like a second opinion on something here. But I do feel overall, Capricorn, with the King of Winter, this is something where you need to keep level-headed if you want to come out on top of this in the right way. There can be something big to come out of it with the Prince of Autumn, something that has been a long time coming, something that you've been really waiting on to work out in your favor in the end of it. You want to make sure that you're doing what you can, that as long as this has been the fight or the battle for, it turns out worth it at the end. And to do that, you need to be fair, you need to be objective, you need to kind of be detached in some way. And I'm not saying heartless and cold, but I'm saying definitely in a way where you are putting feelings and emotions aside to look at the situation as it is. And I think that's something some of you have been struggling with, especially if there's been, you know, codependent people on you, or people using, you know, certain past or memories to kind of sway you. But again, I feel Spirit is saying you're the only one that could do this in this situation right now, Capricorn. And that's where you're being called to step up. Wow. The letter K is sticking out to me, as in Christian, as in Kyle, as in Christina. First, middle, last initial can mean something to someone. But let's go ahead and clarify these cards to get a bit specific here about how these are going to turn out in your life. So tell me about the Six of Spring. Nice, the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, this is really where this Fehu is coming in for some of you, where it's been stuck, it's been unmoving, it's been avoided. Like, I do feel you are going to be in favored of some sort of financial dispute, is some sort of financial gain Yeah, I do feel you will be the one that comes out on top of this. Tell me about the Temperance energy here for Capricorn. So then we have the Queen of Wands and the Page of Cups. Ooh, yeah. Okay, interesting. And tell me about the Prince of Autumn here for Capricorn. Okay, so then we have, yeah, Eight of Cups energy. Bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Wands. So this is a really interesting combination here. I do feel ultimately this is your goal, Capricorn, is that everyone in the situation, including yourself, is good, is solid, is happy with the outcomes, is, you know, happy with how you kind of handle this, with how you kind of move forward on this. You want your security. You want security not just for, you know, paying the bills, but to really feel you've earned it, to really feel as if this was something that was meant for you, the way that you've always felt it was. And I do feel for some of you guys, like new home type of looking, purchasing, kind of going on Zillow or whatever to kind of start looking for a new home. And maybe even someone's house is up for, you know, if someone did pass away or someone did leave that to you, this is kind of what's going on here as far as someone's home being sold or who's going to have the home now. But I really do feel for most of you, like this is the ultimate goal of everyone having a fair outcome, everyone kind of being happy where things are at, but also taking care of yourself, Capricorn, in the process of it. Yeah, I think, you know, for whatever reason, a lot of people rely on you or depend on you, whether that is financially or emotionally, and you feel that burden. Okay, so Six of Spring and the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, so I definitely feel as if you've been waiting on that promotion, you've been waiting on that pay raise. September, it looks pretty good for you guys. Or even what you're doing in September is going to ultimately lead into March or the next year. Hey, remember what Capricorn did in September? They deserve this payout. And I think that that's a big sign that you guys are kind of finally getting that breakthrough. But I do also feel if this has anything to do with inheritance or, you know, funds that were meant for you, needed to be given to you, it will be in September. It will be pretty settled. And I do have to say that a lot of people are going to see that you were right in this. And that's why with the Six of Wands, it's like you see in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, like people celebrating. But obviously not everyone's going to be okay with that. But that's just life, you know. I know it's easier said than done to kind of put that on the side, but I do feel you've earned this, Capricorn, and what was withheld from you for so long will finally be given to you in September here. Now, with Temperance, with the Page of Cups and the Queen of Wands, this is interesting because some of you, I'm seeing something very specific here. Aries energy with water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. A very specific dispute between two family members that you may be put in the middle of, or through, you know, what you're trying to be King of Swords in is trying to make something work out. So both of these energies could be happy, fulfilled. It could be like, you know, two family members or two friends or two coworkers, definitely an older and a younger type of energy here. But, you know, I also kind of feel for a few of you that these energies really butt heads a lot, especially fire and water. Like one's very sensitive, one's very aggressive, and they kind of both come to you, Capricorn, to dish out on each other. And I think that through this is something where you're going to have to be the mediator. You're going to have to try to settle the dispute between the two of them. And if you've done all of that you can, and you're like, Mermaid, there's nothing much more I can do, then leave this in God's Spirit's hands to be worked out. Maybe it's something you guys decide you don't want to be a part of anymore. You don't want to, you know, have any sort of activity in because it just creates more mess. You may finally decide to kind of take a step back from it all. But others of you, I kind of have to say, with this Queen of Wands and this Prince of Cups energy, you know, maybe a lot's been going on in your life where love and romance has not been the priority. And maybe there's just been someone, I don't want to say on the side because that sounds a little bad, but maybe there's just been someone you've been entertaining kind of casually, and you've just been kind of keeping an arm's distance of because of everything you've been going through, but they've been waiting until like whatever it is, this financial dispute, this career project that you've been really pursuing has been passed, because they want to offer something to you. Their sexual attraction to you is still very strong, and you always feel that. But with the Page of Cups, I think, you know, even if this started off as something casual, real feelings have been developed here. But I think they still are kind of getting the yellow light from you, or at least feel like they're getting the yellow light from you, that there still needs to be some more time here before, you know, I could feel 100% in this. But I think they're willing to wait. Even if they're not the type to wait with Queen of Wands energy, for you, I think they will be willing to. So then we have the Knight of Pentacles with the Eight of Cups, Virgo, Pisces energy. So what I'm feeling is that with whatever financial gain you're getting, or some sort of success in your finances, your career, with your income, you're going to have to start planning on the things that will be paying you off in the long run. Again, this was earned for you. This is what you deserve. This is nothing that you kind of like hoodwinked or, you know, kind of stole from anyone. So I feel like, Capricorn, you need to sit down and make a plan of how to invest this, or what you need to use this financial gain towards, or how you can kind of go to that next level if you feel like this was a big break for you in your career, how to maintain it. And with the Eight of Cups here, you know, again, going back to this King of Winter energy, where I feel like there's going to be certain people that may ask you for loans that, you know, isn't as great with paying you back, or just not anything in your budget right now. And again, like maybe they're going to try to guilt you, try to make you feel bad. But that's where you need to detach, Capricorn, especially because I think they're trying to take advantage of the situation. I think that they're trying to make you manipulate the situation in some way where you have to feel like you're still having to depend on this person in some way. And maybe some of you have kids, or that you have like, you know, a new home you're saving up for, that has to take priority over. So, you know, I feel like some people may think you're being cold or dismissive, but really I think you've given some sort of energy around you every chance and opportunity to help themselves, but they keep just coming back to you with an open hand. And I think that's where Spirit is saying, you know, Capricorn, you've done enough. You have to start financing and looking forward for your growth, and for your family's growth, or for your, you know, future growth with your house or your investments that you've been wanting to kind of do. And you'll need to research. It's very important, because there may be something that looks good at first, but if you don't research into it enough, there's certain problems with, let's just say, a house. There's certain problems with the plumbing. There's certain problems with, you know, the owner of it who's trying to kind of put a higher price. So research is very big here too, okay? Let's go ahead and pull some more cards to see more themes for you guys in September. Tell me more about September for Capricorn. Okay, celebration. Yeah, there is something to celebrate this month. And I do feel like after that long wait, or after that, you know, wondering how this is all going to end up, it will be in your favor here. Get ready to let your hair down and celebrate. It's time to go out to dance and play. An invitation could be on the way. So some of you guys may get an invite to a party, birthday party, wedding. But also I think you want to celebrate yourself, Capricorn. You may be calling your friends, wanting to do something on the weekend. I'm seeing bottle service, but again, not for everyone, but almost kind of like that type of energy. Like, I want to celebrate what I've been working so hard for. What has been kind of on hold for me is finally here. And I also feel that someone who has a crush on you is hoping they'll get invited too, because they want to spend more time with you. They are just a little bit like fixated on you, Capricorn, and wondering when they can see you next, especially if some things have been on hold because of this specific issue here. Tell me more. Tell me more of what Capricorn needs to know. Yeah, smoky quartz energy with let it go. And this is like the emotional, psychic ties, bonds with people that are just not understanding you, just don't want you to make your own choice to kind of move away from them. Like any that you know deep down is trying to still depend on you, or you take too much of you, or like use you as like a means to their emotional security that drains you, Capricorn. Spirit wants you to know that if you've been feeling drained by someone, drained by a situation, you can let this go, and you shouldn't feel bad about it, or you shouldn't feel guilty about it. Those of you that I'm connected to, you are a good person with a beautiful heart. And I think that, you may go back and forth if you're doing the right thing, but if this is the type of person that calls you and then all they do is talk about their problems, their issues, and not once asks you how you're doing, asks if you're doing good, that's the type of person I'm talking about here, that Spirit's saying maybe take a step back from and see kind of how they react. And if they react, aggressively, harshly, maybe it's time to let that go. But I think too, just any sort of pressure on you to fix things, any, burden on you that you're taking on because of other people's problems, it's time to let that go, Capricorn, because this is something that Spirit has been wanting to give you for a while. Whatever this breakthrough is, whatever was withheld from you, this is a time for you to celebrate. And Spirit does not want you to put the needs of others before the need to congratulate yourself and celebrate yourself. Because you worked hard for this and you were patient for this. All right, Capricorn. Let's go ahead and get one more card for you guys. See if there's anything else that Spirit wants to tell you about this situation in September. And we have Grasshopper Spirit, number 30. And it says, take a leap of faith. And it's funny because I heard that quote from that movie, like Young Grasshopper, like it's your time now, I forget what movie that's from. If you know, comment it below. But yeah, I think Capricorn, you have felt this momentum coming. You were patient for it, and now the opportunity is here. I think you have the energy, the support through the 5D to then celebrate yourself, to finally make that purchase, to finally make those financial moves. And maybe even to give love a chance if you've been putting that on the back burner. Again, it's different for all of you as this is general. But I think finally is the time where you'll be set up to celebrate, to kind of now go on to the next chapter that this, block was kind of keeping you from. And you'll be 100% supported. You'll be 100% safe. And you're free to do this, Capricorn, without, any burdens of the past or other people trying to weigh you down. So I'm excited for you, Capricorn. This looks like everything you've been waiting for. So thank you so much, Capricorn, for joining me for this reading. I really hope it resonated with you. I hope it's given you the clarity, insight, healing, and guidance in regards to your September, the month of September, what you may be experiencing, expecting. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Capricorn, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Capricorn.